Alright, Show Us a Gunner here again today. As you can see, I have a new gun on the bench. Not a small one, but this is a AK variant of the JTS. Let's be specific here on the manual. The JTS M12AK. They have two different models. One has a little bit nicer rail, different stock, and a different top cover here. But this is the cheaper one, and this is probably the easiest to find if you're interested. Now, I've heard some mixed things on these. They are a Chinese production, and then they're imported by JTS, as you can see here. And knocked the mag right off. As you can see here, Chong. Sure, I'm not going to try that, but it's obviously made in China. So let's get into a little bit more here. So like I said, it's an AK kind of variant clone copy deal. I wouldn't really call it a Sega clone because there's quite a bit of differences there. You have a pretty nice front sight, rear sight. It's kind of more traditional to the AK look. Whereas Segas tend to have a little bit different design on that front. One thing to note is it has a pretty nice beefy rail mount here on top cover, which it is a, well, I don't know if I can get it manipulated very easily. Here. It's hinged, so it has a pretty beefy attachment point there, so if that's something you're interested in, I mean, putting as far as an optic or something on there, not a bad choice. It does have a standard AK style safety lever, and other than that, decent stock. Got a nice rubber base plate. Oh, almost lost the camera there. Pretty nice grip. It's kind of a nice, or kind of reminds me of like a AR style, like swept back kind of deal. Not bad. Feels pretty nice. I might change it. I'm not sure. It definitely fills the hand very nicely and puts your hand right up into the shotgun per se. The front foregrip here is obviously plastic. And in terms of like accessories, I'll get into that a little bit later, but I believe only a few type of things actually fit from the AK platform, but I'll go over that in a little bit. On the barrel end, you have a choke. This is a rem choke compatible, so anything that's a rem choke you should be able to pick up and slap in there. In terms of, you know, what kind of choke constriction you want, or, you know, if you want any kind of porting or anything like that. The gas tube is also adjustable. You push this lever and you can turn the dial around and adjust it back and forth for heavier loads, lighter loads, what have you. Haven't really had much shooting beyond some target loads, so definitely just kept it down, or kept more gas going through. So we'll see in the end what kind of adjustability that can offer me. The gas block here looks really beefy. Obviously it's a cast part. A lot on this gun is cast, so if that scares you, you might want to walk away, but 12 gauge is very low pressure. Even hot loads aren't really high pressure, they just have a lot going on in them. Yes, and it leads into, you know, obviously this sight block here is cast as well. I believe the bolt's cast, and the trunnions are as well. So, you know, price point wise, I picked this up for $429. You used to be able to find them for mid 300s, sometimes low 300s, but definitely with the price climate we're in, I've seen them go up. I've seen these as high as $479 in the store. kind of the mean average was $4.59, at least locally where I'm at, and I found this for $4.29, so I decided to pick it up. But another thing to note is it does have a pretty nice mag well here, which isn't standard of AKs. But if you look, this is very similar to a Vepr in a way, just for that mag well. I'm gonna lose the camera again. And then that leads me onto the mags here. You get two 5-round mags here. They got nice metal feed lip reinforcement. Probably the biggest nuance here is they're a little weird to get the mags in, because rather than a regular, you know, AK style rock back, it's kind of, you gotta kind of do both motions. So it's not a push in. It's a little bit of a both. You gotta kind of work it in. It's a little weird. So it is something to kind of get used to. But for, like I said, for the price point, it gets you a lot of the AK shotgun qualities and a lot of the fun. So, I mean, it's not a bad shotgun. I'll definitely shoot it quite a bit more. Right now it's winter, about 3-4 degrees out right now in Michigan. So, yeah, don't really want to mess with it right now a ton. So beyond just shooting some target loads and stuff like that. I do want to try shooting some clays with this and stuff like that and see how it goes. But, you know, definitely pretty nice. One thing to note, too, is there's a little weird protector here that helps fill the gap here, because obviously you got a big old chunky 12-gauge round when it ejects. So there's just a little plastic piece here that slides with it. So it's a little different. Not sure the durability of that over time, but we will see. So, yeah. I definitely think I'll enjoy it. I've seen some news online, like Brandon Herrera, big AK guy. He said these were pretty junky and didn't have the best luck with them. But I've seen some other people, I believe Whisper Tactical and a couple other different ones. They said that they actually liked them. They got them up into the 5,000 round counts, and you know, a couple parts breakages here and there, but other than that, nothing that wasn't easily serviceable. So I did see that Brandon Herrera, he shot a 50 BMG out of it, and it held together for the most part, which obviously this is not designed for. So, yeah. So, I mean, definitely if you're considering an AK-style shotgun, I would consider it. I'm not saying it's the best way, but in terms of getting a semi-automatic gas-operated shotgun, this is a pretty affordable option if you want to go ahead and try it. There's obviously other companies and models out there, so do your research, but this is what I decided on for now. Add it to my collection. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You got any history with them? Any issues and whatnot? And I'll be sure to update if I have any issues, for sure. And any long-term use kind of observations and whatnot. So, alright. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.